I like how both sides have that armor this entire time, and neither side has lost it. Although, the command tank deciding, I'm going to use a tree to fight the enemy, although I guess he decides to ditch it. Oh my god, he's going to catch it. Catch it. Oh, it went flying over here. That'd be amazing. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot170 here, bringing another COH2 replay. This is a 1v1, yes I do those, on Crossing the Woods. Like the only map I ever get, or I guess ever find on 1v1s. In any case, you want to submit a replay, go to greyshotproductions@gmail.com or go to switch2.com/outcast slash greyshotproductions. There we go. I can think properly. I promise. Any case, in this 1v1, we have a British versus an OKW player. We've had this matchup before. We'll see how it goes this time. Any case, pulling on through, we have Love Nest versus Revolution. Let's double check their overall ranks, and we can see they both played way too many hours of COH2, or, you know, because they're Vet 3. But let's see if that actually means skill. Also, this is one that I personally found just for retrospect. I know who won the game, but that being said, the reason I did this is sometimes I just like looking at other people's replays, and this is something that a lot of people were talking about on the COH2.org, so I'm like, you know what, I'll check it out. Why not? Sometimes I'll pull up replays other than ones people submit me. It's very rare. Probably like once every 2 months or something like that. So make sure you submit those replays, and I'll absolutely take a look at it. But just in case Revolution or Love Nest comes to me like, I don't remember saying it's a Greyshot. It's like, yeah, because I pulled it. Anyway, Stern Pioneer's blocking off this section. We already have Revolution going with Royal Artillery. This could be good for counteracting a lot of the emplacements that he might go, and also because of the fact that it's a light tank. But Recon's also really good with this. The artillery as a direct fire-esque. So it's a very, very good commander for a lot of different areas, except for maybe the heavy armor, but the Churchill and the Comet probably have that covered. Meanwhile, let's see. Love Nest is engaging. He went all Volk squads and a Stern Pioneer versus British infantry and an MG. Right now, there's more troops on Love Nest side than there is on Revolution side, so I fully expect Love Nest to gain more territory just simply because of the fact he has more men. And as you can see, he's not doing that. Wait, what? I thought you were going to say he was. No, he's actually not. That's because the British player was smart and instantly went for the fuel, while Love Nest took a little more time to get more territory and focus on the stars. So right now, while Revolution is losing the star game, Love Nest is winning the overall like fuel and income game. We actually can see here he's getting more fuel and just barely under in munitions, so that's not too bad. He's also pumping out Royal Engineers, the very good close range to help, I guess, take territory. Maybe make a fortification, but I'm gonna make the assumption since this is a 1v1, he's probably gonna go armored car. I could be very wrong. I'm just going on a hypothetical note on that, but we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. Also, fun fact, this is just for my camera settings. If you ever use the Microsoft camera function at all, they automatically reset all your camera functions to default, which is why, if you're wondering why the camera hasn't looked as great in the last couple weeks, that's why. Just a heads up. Yeah. I felt like it was like, I'm going to make this have no color, and I'm like, why do I look so pale? More than usual, I should say. More than usual. Anyway, we finally have an engagement after 3 minutes of waiting. We have an MG opening fire, suppressing the Volk Squad and Stern Pioneer Squad moving in. Royal Engineers going in to finish that off. Volk Squad's moving in to cover, maybe focus fire. He's focusing on the Royal Engineers and such. I don't think that's necessarily the best idea. Because, yeah, sure, they're in heavy cover. Well, let me think about that. They're in medium cover. This MG's in no cover, so actually it would probably do more damage to fight the MG. And maybe try to kill it. Because otherwise, they're just going to move the MG up like this and just keep putting pressure on. Not great. In any case, what did Love Nest go? He went with the mechanized force. So this is very good. Okay, I love this. It's like you build your barbed wire. Explosion. Remove it. It's still preventing the British from pushing up and taking it, and with the MG currently how it is, he wasn't planning on to have to worry about this front, which is funny that he busted it down, and the Stern Pioneer's like, well, if it's broken, I guess we'll charge. So that's kind of a fail on Revolution's part right there. Stern Pioneer's putting on additional pressure. MG facing the wrong way. I don't know why it's set up. I'm assuming he's stopping a flank or misclick. Meanwhile, Loveness continues to grab more and more territory, and now just playing defense. He has 29 fuel and 47 munitions versus 23 fuel and 37 munitions. So right now, there's a slight edge going to Loveness. Now, the question is, will the British infantry over here be able to stop? Because the Volk squads might try to rush up here. Unfortunately, with this high wall, they're not going to be able to run up. So they have to go all the way around. Yeah, you can see here he instinctively did that to stay out of this thing's range. So he can grab this point and maybe even the fuel. We'll see what he does. Oh, he's going for the fuel. Absolutely. Volk squad's trying to hold. There is a mine, like, partially made there. I like how it's, like, partially made. As in, like, yeah, it's underneath. Is it doing anything? Well, not really, no. I mean, it's just there. So there's explosives. Uh-huh. And it's right there. Uh-huh. But it won't explode. Uh-huh. Okay. Volk squad's cut off the supply. Very nice. And are getting the fuel. Meanwhile, Volk squad's making them barely hold back the royal engineers. We have an armored car, what I thought. The reason why you want the armored car over, let's say, the Beaufort is because it's, even though it's such a wide area, and the Beaufort can help lock places down, usually in a 1v1 environment, the enemy couldn't counteract that. Whereas armored car, especially having such a wide piece of territory, instead of something small, can't move and guard it very effectively for a time, you could have something that's pretty good, watch over an entire field and go back and forth. Now with the armored car, that's going to provide additional firepower to help counteract the German forces, and that should allow Revolution to hopefully come back in with a little more force. I also like how he's laying mines in a bunch of key locations. We do have an MG going down, and we have a Puma being made. So we might have an armored car versus a Puma. Panzerfaust very close. Oh, no, he actually got it off. Great hit. About 25% of its health is now gone. Stern Pioneers moving in, although it might be flanked by the Royal Engineers. And by flank, I mean getting heavy cover and, you know, make its cover pretty much, not all that great. Anyway, MGs suppressing Volk squads, make sure the Royal Engineers can heal properly. Very nice. We do have a push. Stern Pioneers going in that deep, but the sniper was like, yeah, no, I'm putting it into that, and just shot the living daylights out of it, pulling it back. Loveness is putting a lot of pressure on the British, but I don't know for how... Well, there goes the Stern Pioneer squad. There it goes. Nice mine. But, yeah, now we can see here the British are going to start putting a little more pressure on the British. Sorry, not British, the OKW. Now, counterpoint. Puma's coming in. Armored car is weak. Use smoke to get out. He's going to need the sniper. Sniper can't use the special yet. He needs crit shot. Now, again, sniper also kind of focusing on this MG rather than this Puma. I think he'll actually do a decent amount to the Puma, if I recall correctly. But unfortunately, now he's going up to the infantry, so yeah, that's going to end badly. He's going to try to kill it. I'm not entirely sure how effectively that is going to be, because, again, he's walking right into a Royal Engineer squad. And if, well, we have an AT grenade thrown, which is very close to being done. That thing could have very easily died. Wow, the MG... Oh, wait! AT grenade was thrown. Bunker out of range. Puma barely alive. Like, literally a sneeze in the crew will literally set it into a, well, a burning mothball of flames. But trying to get out of there. Barely alive. Royal Engineers gaining on it. It's now Vet 1. So, again, we got the aim shot. And a simple bullet to the back. Not even the AT grenade. Just simply shooting it in the butt. Managed to kill it. Well, at least, you know, one side lost their armored car, the other side lost their Puma. The difference, though, is we look at the armored car. We can see here it is how much? 60 to 80. Let's double check Love Nest. How much is a Puma? Overall, it is 7320. We can give note that the British have less resources right now than the OKW. But, that being said, at the time it was made, the OKW did have a lead over the British. So, while, yes, on just just a scale, just going off, like, just base production, the British won the battle. But because the OKW had more to spend, it was a lot more equal. It was a lot more equal than you might think. So, any case, we had British infantry are now fighting the Storm Pioneers. Very close fight. I'm assuming, yeah, the British will win this. Are you getting grenades as well? Okay. You did upgrade your men, so now they're 5-man squads. So the Royal Engineers and the British infantry alike are. Love Nest, again, very, very popular doctrine in 1v1s is special operations. Why? You get a bunch of infantry bonuses. Again, really, really good overall to help with killing blobs and fighting against larger enemy infantry squads. You got recon, although it's not as how do I say this? This one will cover a large swath of territory, but it's unfocused. This one's more focused, but it's only one area. So, and we got Command Panther, which is very, very good at helping kill armor. So grenade being thrown. Oh, infiltration grenades being thrown, but yeah, they managed to escape. So Love Nest doing a really, really good job of putting a lot of pressure on the British. We can see here that pretty much everything across the river is in his territory, or on his side is under his control, and the British are actually losing slightly more and more troops. Now we look here, we can see like, wait, what happened to all the troops? Again, radio silence. So right now there are squads capturing that, but the British player can't see them, which is very, very horrifying. And randomly a tank pops into view and you're like, where the heck did that come from? But, you know. Sniper trying to, you know, get a nice shot into that building. Unfortunately, though, that sniper needs, oh, nice mine there. Almost killing on the retreat. But in any case, the sniper is very low on health, so that it's going to need that medic squad to heal it back up. That being said, I could easily see the armor-piercing sniper move up and get a couple clean shots on that unit. So, could be pretty good. Now then, let's see what is going on, shall we? We got ourselves Royal Engineers hiding. Wow, beautiful shot. It blew up some of the car. That's awesome. I went through the trunk and just that poor man's scalp. Oh my god. Oh, there goes another. I love the little, what is it called? Spray effect. Or the little, yeah, the little puff of blood that comes up from the sniper, which is now falling back as well with 8 kills. Nothing to sneeze at. British infantry easily holding back the Volk squad. I'm sorry. Yeah, and they get the men out of the building, so he's going to be relatively fine for the most part, and gets back in. Unfortunately, this MG34 stopping the Royal Engineers from crossing, and now the British are, yeah, very easily being overwhelmed in terms of resources. Infiltration grenades going out. Luckily, the heavy cover does help keep the men alive, but they're still very close to dying. British Vickers machine gun is tearing apart that Volk squad. Oh, it's very close to dying, but nothing yet. British infantry trying to place, but unfortunately gets... I'm sorry. MG gets tried to get placed on the German side, the MG34, but gets pushed out. We got sniper back, AT gun, Royal Engineers. We have a Storm Pioneer squad right there, so I'm assuming he's going to try to snipe that sucker. Yep. Decaps it, but it's... Oh, it is enough to decap their lines. Okay, very cool. Question, did you go over and... You have not decommissioned that. Alright. I'm curious why you haven't removed that and gotten fuel from that Love Nest, but I don't know. That's just me. You have it? Okay, here's the thing as well. He has not put down a Panzer headquarters. And that makes me think he's going to try to save up for the Command Panther. Not a bad strategy. We'll see. That'll be 120 fuel. Oh, wait, no. Has he? Hold on. Come on. Never mind. He actually just got Panzer headquarters. I'm mistaken. My apologies. I thought he was going to save that, but no, he's not. He's actually building it. Alright. I was going to say, because that's risky to see if, like, you will not get an armored vehicle in that. It'll be quicker to get this Command Panther over the, a normal Panther, but I don't think he's going to gain 4 command points in 3 minutes, but I could be wrong. Royal Engineers capturing their side, though that Panzer headquarters will probably stop them very quickly. Might kill it, actually. Oh, it's very close. Oh, so close. Meanwhile, the Volk squads, even though the British decapped it, the OKW are just going to take everything back. They're going to probably lay down a suppressive line here, make sure they can't cross this area. Same thing over here. And kind of keep... They are currently choking Revolution, but he's hanging in strong. And as you can see, he hasn't lost too many units, and he has a bigger army than the OKW, which also gives credit to the OKW for holding so much territory for so long. And then we see here the sniper being healed and also the AT gun. My assumption is he's going to use the sniper to throw a long-range artillery flare for the base to hit this position and have the AT gun hit that base. You can see here we have recon going out, so that's my intention, is like he sees that, so he's going to have that stuff fire, and he's going to move this up to hold fire to either and provide additional recon too. I think it still can be seen. Anyway, Volk squad trying to intervene. Doesn't... I mean, it does push back the sniper a bit in the AT gun, but the thing's already half dead, so... And like I said, the base artillery is currently pounding the heck out of it. And the British, knowing that the OKW player is most likely going to have more fuel, is anticipating this and getting additional AT guns. Plus, he's upgraded his infantry squads with additional upgrades such as Bren's. How many does that squad have? Just one. Okay, not too bad. One additional Bren's is still a pretty effective tool. That MG34, however, is probably going to start suppression. He is staying on the outside, but yeah, he's going to start being hit by that. Double AT gun, putting a lot of pressure on that Panther headquarters. Sniper as well, putting a lot of pressure there. Royal Engineers on standby, trying to, you know, ambush the Volk squad and try to do a lot of close range damage. It's doing quite a bit. Grenades are going out, though. Those are really cheap, honestly, for how powerful they can be. But again, there's a long wait for them, which is the problem. It has an extremely long reload time, but I don't think that really counts as much of a deficit when it's like, well, how do I put this? Again, it's like, yeah, sure, it's that. It's a, you know, SDI combat, but I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, usually a squad will engage and then retreat, and by the time it comes back up, it's relatively fine. I don't know. That's just my thought on it. Any case, AT gun getting a hell of a shot on that Volk squad, actually dying to an AT shell. I know, like, you could actually die to the thing. Preposterous. Having a large caliber shell rip through your body, as long as it's from an AT gun, it'll have no effect on you. You'll be fine. It'll be like SpongeBob in with the bullying episode. It's just that the guy keeps punching and SpongeBob's face keeps protruding out. That's what happens, essentially. Your body just protrudes and the shell just goes down. Absolutely 100% accurate. Speaking of being accurate, a sniper doing a damn fine job, doing a lot of pressure on the Germans, pushing them back, slowly wearing them down. 18 kills, nothing to sneeze at. And I'm assuming, yeah, Love Nest is not taking too kindly. We do have a British infantry squad going in. A weird cover dynamic here with both sides getting cover. Okay. Also very weird that he's just rushing over here to take it. Volk squad's coming in on the flank, but did they forget about this MG in the building? I think he forgot about the MG in the building. Well, I don't think he cares, because right now he's just going for this point to stop the British infantry from moving over. MG34 trying to go suppress that 3-star upgraded full like a 5-man squad British infantry section. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And it's funny because he actually managed to get the command tank, I guess, within the time period it would have been. So, because, well, let's see. He got the command. I mean, he could have got himself a Panther, but I guess he's like, no, I want the command tank. I mean, he did lose the Panther headquarters. Let's be 100% honest by that. I just find it funny is that's what he ended up going. I'm like, no, if he got the Panther headquarters, he'll get something else. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Volk squad manages to push the British back, but the problem with that is, well, they're gonna A, springboard, and B, what is this command tank, Panther, sorry, gonna do against these AT guns? Not much. Not much. MG34 is moving up to capture territory. Not a bad idea. Hold against the British assault that you know is coming. But that sniper, that MG won't last, and with the AT guns, that Panther can't assist. So, I guess right now his idea is just hold the victory points. And we can see here now, the map went invisible again. So, the British player can't see what the German player is doing. Sucks because I can't see it either, but it's fine. Royal Engineers going on in. Might be able to AT grenade it to make sure it has a damaged engine. It does because it gets over a 75% threshold. I think that's what it is. Double AT gun gets a great pen both rounds and does actually quite a bit of damage. Oh my god. AT guns moving up. One final volley could spell doom for the Panther. One shot going off. Hit! One more shot would do it. It's barely within range. Bounce! And the Command Panther manages to get out alive. Wow, that's, again, very lucky it bounced. And very lucky that it was that AT gun managed to fire the shot. Now he's gonna have to pull back. That is a bit. That was very close on Love Nest Park, because again, if he would have stayed in this fight, he could have lost that tank. But we'll see how things go. It's not dead. It's back up. Meanwhile, Revolution, what's his plan? He's not upgraded anything. He has barely gotten any fuel. So I doubt we're gonna see any armor from him, at least in the near future. I don't think he's going to get a Centaur or something, because I truly think the Panther comes around and just mark targets it. Yes, this command tank can mark target a vehicle, which would be very annoying. Wow, Sniper just annihilating the German infantry. He doesn't have a lot of manpower saved. I mean, the Burst guy doesn't either, but I figured he would have more, but no, that Sniper, again, just the constant, well, guys dying and having to be remanned is definitely putting him through the loop. Now, I'm also assuming he's going to make a medical base back here so he can heal his men, because that's probably a big issue with him, is he just keep dropping medical supplies over here from the Stern Pioneer squad. As we can see here, he can drop, it's 45 munitions, whereas he can just drop a base and put down medic squad and he'll be relatively fine. Any case, MG34 opening fire. It hits the mine on the way out. Okay. Command tank moving on in along with minesweepers. Again, they want to stop being hit by the British mines. We have a sniper going in to fight mid as well. We're going to be up to 31 kills if this shot connects, and it does. We got a little mist cloud from that, and also we can see here that once again, he is going invisible. We can't see his men. I'm assuming he's doing that so that way the British player doesn't see something's coming until it's too late. Sniper trying to run for its life. Command tank saying no, that sniper will die, and is giving a chase after it. Now the problem is the double AT gun and the Royal Engineer squad. We have a crippled Tiger. Let's just also take note. This Panther might die after just killing a sniper. That is a complete waste, in my opinion. And yes, I know. Let me explain. Even though it was a Bet 3, full star sniper, I don't think it's worth killing it with a Panther. I don't. Panther might be able to escape. We'll see if it does. Piot fired. We got bounce and bounce. One more shot to connect. This is the second time this Panther may escape. MG34 assisting. Panther returns favor by destroying cover and destroying fuel resource. That's fine. That's cool. Another bounce doesn't connect fully through. AT gun moving up. Could fire straight through. Artillery coming down at that point. Command Panther still barely alive. Pulling back. Seems to be fine right now. And the AT guns have stopped the pursuit. That is the second time this Panther has escaped. So yes, in the short term, its Revolution is going to feel it because he will no longer have a sniper. In the long term, I don't think he gets lucky a third time. But it does suck that he did lose the sniper. So I guess overall in that engagement, the German player once again got incredibly lucky. But I guess killing the sniper was a decent move. But once again, just one thing going wrong. One more hit by anything and that Panther would have died. So, I don't think it's a victory he can risk doing again. I know. Yeah. Revolution's like, come on, man. Can that Panther just die already? But one positive note is the fact that Revolution has captured a lot more territory, allowing his fuel, income, and munitions to increase. Oh, hi, Cat. Far more than he has in the recently. Now, let's see. We have Volk squads moving on in. An MG34 providing suppressive fire. So, we'll see what happens. We have a Gammon bomb being thrown. So, we know he went with Hammer, which allows him to get a Comet. He could be saving up for a Comet, He absolutely could be. And that could help him kill the Command Panther, because that would be about even. That, though, with the new Verkenwerfer, I think things will be a lot more even with AT. Though, as we see, the British has a lot more of it. But we'll see how things go in the future. Will the Command Panther be lucky for a third time for a possible engagement? We shall see. Again, suppression in mid stops them from capturing it. No forces over here will allow Loveness to just stroll in and capture this territory once again. We will have British forces just kind of moving through. You can see your British infantry section kind of just moving on in, most likely to counter that capture rate. Command tank is now almost fully operational. Vet 5 Volk squad with only 8 kills. By God, only 8 kills in your Vet 5. Man, good for you. Good for you, little guy. Because I hate that so freaking much. 5 kills, and it's all, never mind, Vet 3. 14 kills, Vet 3. Okay, I guess that's about even. Anyway, Volk squad trying to hold the line. Not able to capture it. And we'll probably get a little bit more damage on the way out, but I think it'll be fine. Panther coming back in, about to hit Vet 1. The problem is, a lot of its special abilities, which, you know, again, it does like Aura, is only for vehicles. I'm curious if that does anything with the Stuka, but I don't know exactly how much that thing would do to it. So, because like the Aura is weapon accuracy, rate of fire, now improves unit range, and now affected all targets. Okay, so it will affect infantry at Vet 5. So the question is, will it have like a better spread with the creeping barrage? Or no, if it's only direct fire targets? Or will the rate of fire of this be a little bit more sped up? We'll see. I'm actually kind of hopefully we get to test that. Command Panther just leaves and the rate of fire increases, and you're like, oh man. Sturm Pioneer squad managing to capture mid. Right now, Revolution has the smallest army, but he's also getting a command tank by Cat, and combat tank. Alright, does a little bit of damage to the MG, not too much. Panther, once again, barely alive, managing to sneak out of there. God damn that thing. And it's just cruising out, too. Oh, Real Engineers trying to capture this territory back, trying to get something out of this territory. The Volk squad's coming in, both at 5, and it's like, oh my God, I have to deal with this. But that being said, the British has, you know, the highest ranked of his own infantry, so it's about even in terms of quality on both sides. The British can deal better in longer engagements. The Volk squads will do better in closer range. So it's still anyone's game. It's very close. I will say the Germans had a lot more resources early on, which definitely helped. And the British can put down resource points if they want to increase down their side, though I don't think they've had the flexibility to do so. They've always been kind of down, so we'll see how things go over time. Anyway, Comet Tank firing afar. We have more grenades going out, pushing squads back. Those infiltration grenades are really doing wonders and forcing the British out of their cover, allowing for the Volk squads to keep on the advance, even against infantry that might be still a little better than them, even with all the veterancy to the Volk squads. For Kenwerfer, though, counteracting the Comet Tank, pushing that thing back. And Volk squads, again, doing quite a bit of damage. Infiltration grenades going out. Might be able to get a kill. Does manage to get a kill on that British infantry squad. Command Tank coming up with the Verkenwerfer to help push back the Comet. AT guns moving in, though, to help, along with the MG, causing suppression in that entire area. Kills the Verkenwerfer, so no longer do we have an AT gun on the German side. That could be extremely useful for a possible British attack. A large blob over here is trying to knock out that MG, and it looks like they'll push it back. Revolution did lose quite a number of men in that engagement, so did Loveness. However, Loveness can easily reman his squads, while Revolution has to get a new infantry squad back up. Also going to take him a little bit of time to get that Comet back up to operational status. He also may want to try to go for this upgrade. That's just me, though. I think that always get this tank commander ability. It's really, really helpful. Just a little bonus to your main gun. I think it's like 10%, but still, I'd rather have 10% increase accuracy and, was it sight? Hold on. It's, increases accuracy of the main gun and squad veterancy faster. And additional vision, so yeah. Command Panther, not really fearing any of these squads, is just going to fire, hopefully gain a little bit of veterancy. I would say target this one so you do a little bit more damage. You do more damage against squads that are currently participating in a construction ability, such as a Pioneer squad constructing a bunker, a Royal Engineer squad healing a base, etc. It always does a little bit more, to the fact where you can literally see a squad get insta-wiped just by something that would only do a little bit more, like maybe a quarter damage to it. It's fantastic. Like a grenade will do damage to an infantry squad, but less likely to squad wipe it rather than while it's healing. Anyway, massive assault on right with a lot of British infantry pushing in, but the command tank is holding firm with the Volk squad trying to push in to break that. We'll see how things go. Although a second attack on left, we have a Comet though moving in. Mercatiliv is on left, however, guarding the infantry. I like that. He made sure there's some form of AT. Now, great grenade by the Comet's part, and the Mercatiliv is still putting pressure on the Comet, forcing him to possibly... Oh, no. Missed a shot. I was going to say, Mercatiliv could direct fire, but it's low. They're going to need to pull that sucker back. Radio silence, and now that... Again, we go back to Revolution side. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, radio silence goes back into effect. They won't be able to see him. So, we'll see what happens. Command tank up to 9 kills. Almost vet 2. Let's see. Not a lot of fuel, so I wouldn't expect any... Oh, wait. We have a Panther headquarters building, and that's closer to his base. Smart. After losing the last one, you may want to try to keep that one alive. Command tank going after the... Oh my god, he marked targeted too. He takes more damage. Oh no. Oh, sorry, it's coordinate fire. My apologies. Oh, it's so close. But now the Comet's lucky enough to get out of there alive. Whew. I like how both sides have that armor this entire time and neither side has lost it. Although, the command tank deciding, I'm going to use a tree to fight the enemy. Although, I guess he decides to ditch it. Oh my god, he's going to catch it. Catch it. Oh, it went flying over here. That'd be amazing. Mark target's no longer in effect. Hits the vehicle. AT grenade could be thrown at command tank. Piot kind of just bounces. I think he direct fired that. AT gun coming over to assist, although the house and the bushes are kind of blocking that. Volk squads and Stern Pioneer squad with mines. I'm assuming. Maybe he didn't have that on because, well, this Volk squad's already damaged, so something happened to it. Anyway, managing to push up and decap that point, and we can see here that, though, with that point now decapped, the British will no longer get the resources that they just got by grabbing the fuel, and they're getting by knocking out the munitions. Right now, all is well. We have the Volk squads over here. I'm sorry, an MG-34 taking over the munitions, and we have a new sniper. Thank you. I can't wait to see what this sniper does. I'm very excited. Very excited for it. We have command tank just coming in. Now vet 2, which means that it itself gets better tracking and armor. Okay. And the vet 1 is just combat blitz. There is a difference, by the way, between the blitz and the combat blitz. The combat blitz is more... I highly recommend looking at my ability breakdown, but the combat blitz is better at chasing down enemies, while the blitz is better at escaping, if that makes sense. Because what the combat blitz does, it also improves the ability of... it allows the command tank to actually have a better shot, if I recall correctly, at killing the target. So that's why a lot of people use it. Stuka coming in, doing a bit of damage. A sniper still alive, pulling back though. Stuka only at 7 kills, only vet 1. Alright, so command tank is pulling back. This thing has 95, 94, 93, 92. Okay, so even with this ability, the... hold on. It's vet 2, right? So that increases weapon accuracy. Alright, so... Okay. So for me to actually check it, it will have to be vet 3. Okay. Oh, shoot. Genwerfer died. That's not good. We look here, the British are very close on the, overall, the German forces. There are more, again, we look at overall, there are definitely more British than German. And now with the Verkenwerfer added to the British ranks, that command tank's luck might be running out, but we'll see. British infantry squad's laying down fire. But that being said, even though its luck may fade, right now the victory points, as long as they are in their control, it won't matter. Loveness will win this game. Right now it's 2-1, and right now we're counting down to the 100 points, which is definitely the critical stage where you want to make sure you hold that territory. Command tank coming on the flanks, trying to do some damage. Though we can see here, MG already taking this territory, decapping and recapping that point, and allowing more resources to go to the German side. Enough to where we have a nice little safety net to where if he wanted to get a medical base, he could, and also if he wanted to stay up for a King Tiger, he could. Or if his command tank dies, he can get a new one. Now, I will say, it looks like he did lose a Volk squad. Command tank, once again, going after the sniper. But its main gun is targeted against vehicles only, so it didn't shoot. Stuka very close to the front. Command tank still engaging. Very low on health, though. Needs to focus on healing it. Stern Pioneer squad heading back to base. Nice shot. AT gun decrewed, knocked out. And although it's not destroyed, they can easily reman it. So that is a key issue. Again, no worry in the world about this British infantry squad because the command tank, as guns, will do damage to it. But it has, I mean, maybe the gammon bomb, but that's very, very rare. I mean, you have to, this guy would literally have to sit on it, and I don't think he's that dumb to just sit on a gammon bomb that could be thrown that could do a lot of damage. Command tank, very low on health, needs healed. He needs healed. He's over. Again, he's pushing his luck. He's absolutely pushing his luck. But we have mark target now in effect, or coordinate fire, which will do more damage versus Comet, forcing it back. AT gun, though, moving up to help support it. And we have a Vickers machine gun that has been KO'd. Damn. They tried to steal it, did not work. Royal Engineer squad's coming on the flank. Volk squad's like, oh shoot, they flanked. MG being forced to retreat. Though Volk squads most likely will beat the British infantry squad, but they won't survive an artillery shot if that gets a clean hit. Nope, they walk out of the territory. Panther, where needs healed, and looks like the Stern Pioneer squad is coming up. It's Vet 2, so it needs to be Vet 3 to heal faster. Yes. Construct objects faster, but it needs Vet 3 to repair stuff faster. And that sniper already 8 kills. Already doing a lot of damage. We have a Panzer IV coming out. I think that's a bad idea. I'm like, okay, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to have something versing the infantry because you realize you need to kill more infantry more. But I'm seeing what the British are having now. They're getting a Comet. It's gonna be close. It'll be weird if the OKW's Panzer IV is able to hold that thing back. That would be a hell of an engagement. Anyway, Comet being hit by the command tank. I'm sorry, Command Panther. I keep saying command tank. Command Panther. It is command tank, but I just called it the Command Panther. Anyway, because the Panzer command tank and then you have the Panther command tank. I like to differentiate those a little bit. Anyway, MG suppressing and holding this side. Meanwhile, in mid, it looks like, again, there's nothing there. So maybe the Volk squads and whatnot can push on up. We have seen Loveness. He's gotten more units, but he's lost a bit of infantry. Whereas we're about to see the British player probably be at pop cap, I assume. Very close to it. Sniper gets KO'd by, looks like the Panzer IV. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Sniper no longer a threat. So maybe it was worth it just there. I mean, if we're just going based on him trying to kill the sniper, I think that might be worth it. MG capping mid, but that comment's like, no, I'm going to put an end to that. Volk squad moving on in. I'm assuming he's going to try to put a stop to the repair, but this Vickers machine gun's going to suppress, which is actually a little bit surprising it took so long, but I'm assuming that tree kind of blocked his sight. Command tank provoking some pressure, but a T-grenade being thrown, preventing it from really escaping. Again, if this AT gun was dead, then okay, I could see a lot better. But because it's not, the AT gun will keep putting pressure on the Command Panther, and that Comet, along with the other one, could encircle and take that thing out. We can also see that he did lose an MG. So once again, Loveness losing a bit more units. So Loveness currently losing a lot more, which is funny because he has less the micro than the British, and the British have not been losing all that much. Anyway, that was his Vet 3 one, if I recall correctly, so that does suck. He lost it. British infantry squad's managing to retake the right. I'm sorry, or the left, I guess now. And right now they're putting a lot of pressure on the Germans via victory points. The Germans easily have enough for 2.5 times what Love Nest is currently, has. Well, a little bit more, but oh no, it's about right. But anyway, the point of the matter is they have a little bit of leeway. I don't think sacrificing units is the best option. I think kind of lying in wait. Now, we don't see any mines over here, and I think he's going to take full advantage of that and use his comet tank, to try to do a nice strike. Now, he's lucky the Stuka was out of the area when that happened, because again, a good flanking by that comet all the way into his base, and that Stuka could have been unfortunate enough to be hit. We have another Panzer IV being made. Interesting. So his idea is a Panzer rush. Okay. That could work if the Panzer IVs are, being boosted as well by the Panther. The Panzer IV should do enough, especially if they get mark targeted. I think they'll do relatively fine. Manage to decap the territory. At least that'll be a small dent into the British supplies. But as we can see here, the Germans are the ones that are currently down, even with most of their supplies gone. Anyway, Verkenwerfer lying in wait with the MG over here. Maybe just push over on this side so the Verkenwerfer can't see you and it's out of range. We have a British infantry squad here with mines going down. Again, I think Lumpnest, a mine or two might be good on the main roads, so that way you can help capture the territory. Volk squad's coming in. Again, I think command tank coming over to assist. I know you have it it's boosted by the command tank, which will help. Radio silence is now in effect, so the British can't see what the Germans are cooking up. Alright, it looks like he might be able to kill that MG, actually. Again, he sees the AT and stuff moving up, so he's trying to replace his command tank. Luckily, the command tank might be able to get a lucky shot and knock this sucker out. Or the Volk squad coming in will do it. But that's the thing. Right now, the British have a lot of AT, so he has to be very careful. Command tank doing a nice flank to hit this AT gun. We had one MG down, one support equipment. Now we have a second one possibly down. And he might try to go for the third one over here. We have the MG-34 being retaken on left. Command tank hasn't been hit yet, but now we have double comets coming along the flank. He doesn't have smoke, so he needs to pull out of there manually. Luckily, he dodges that shot. Command tank coming on in. And now the Volk squad's here. He needs additional AT in the sector, and the British has that. I don't think the British, the Germans really want to try to engage. Alright, now we got this command ability. So if the Stuka comes up and fires, which we'll have to watch it, I'm curious to see if the rate of fire changes whether the Panther's in or not, or because it's a call-in ability or like a special, that has no effect on it. We shall see. Command tank preparing the fire. I'm sorry, command tank. Stuka preparing the fire, I'm assuming. Oh, shoot. Stuka moving a little bit too, a little close for comfort. Comets are full back. Alright, recharge speed is about... Oh, nice. Hit the building, so that's no longer in effect. Recharge speed is 89, 90. Alright, let's see what happens. So it leaves here. 84, 83. Alright, so we need this to separate within 90 seconds. I'm assuming he's going to heal this thing in 90 seconds. And then we'll be able to see it. Right now, the British did take some hits. That doesn't mean they're out of the woods yet. They lost some equipment, but they have more than enough in terms of fuel and manpower that I think they'll be relatively fine. Right now, they're healing their men and their stuff, so I think they'll be a-okay. We also have a cash going down. He realizes he needs more resources. He's pointing that down in the long term. I think this is a smart move because right now we haven't seen the Germans really push toward the British base recently. The German player has pushed more toward the British than the British on the German, but I think right now the British player has more of an offensive army, and as we've seen so far, oh shoot, no, it's still in range. Okay, really want him to heal it and move it out of range so I can see if it does anything. Because again, Vet 3, it's rate of fire. So I'm assuming it wouldn't, but I'm actually curious. was fired over there? Was it just a random hit? I saw an explosion. I'm like, what? Okay, so right now we have 2 victory points under German control. They're almost about to hit 100. They still have almost close to 2.5 times what the British player has. And now the German player has a British AT gun. So both sides have AT. So, again, curious to see what happens next. Alright, moving out range. Oh, damn it. Now we can fire again. Son of a gun. We have 1 Royal Engineer squad trying to hold against all that armor. Yeah, get the hell out of there. The double Panzer IVs alone will do a lot more to you. Along with all the bonuses they're getting off the Command Panther, yeah, that's not going great. AT gun hitting target. Stuka yet to fire. I'm assuming they're waiting for an AT gun or something before they engage. AT gun on the British side is engaging the armor push, but we'll see how much that actually does. Right now we have a Comet coming over. We have the second one half dead. Need to be on standby. AT gun is gone. So right now they only have the German Verkennwerfer to help them out. It's do or die right now for the British as they lost quite a number of men, of sport equipment mostly, to the Germans. Now the AT gun on the flank is not helping them, and now we have a Stuka coming down where? Along mid to stop them from capturing it. Although I think it hurt that MG a little bit and gave him veterancy. It's weird. Comet on standby, needs to heal. Command Panther not letting him heal though. AT gun as well, providing supportive fire, and we have here that we have a coordinate fire in effect. So it is going to do additional damage. Now let's see. Right now we have 72 seconds, 71. This is currently backing up. We'll see if it gets in range. And it does, and didn't change the time whatsoever. Good to know. Good to know it doesn't affect in that regard. There you go. Greyshot Mythbusters proves that the command tank's ability of the increased rate of fire does not affect the Stuka. There you go. At least I don't think it does. Anyway, Stern Pioneer squad healing. Managed to get at least 1 Panzer IV back up to full health. This one should be shortly. Command tank, however, just right now by itself engaging. We do have a MG-34 guarding the swath of territory, and we also have on the far right, we have the Volk squad capturing the fuel and all the other command points. So right now the British is once again being enclosed. It's do or die right now. It is do or die, and Revolution needs to go on the offensive. He has laid down mines, which could help if the Germans decide to flank. But remember, this guy has been extremely proactive in making sure he has that minesweeper close by. So we'll see if his hubris decides, hey, I'm going to charge, and ends up hitting mines, and that'll cost them. Again, we have enough in terms... I'm actually surprised he hasn't put a medical base down, honestly. That's the one thing I'll say, because I figure he wanted to put a medical down here to heal his units, again, back up to full health. But, hey, that's just... That's me. Anyway, large push by a lot of armor, overwhelming the AT gun. Damn, knocks it out. Comets, though, coming in. They still have the Verkennwerfer, so they still have AT, and the other AT gun, I believe it's far back. No, it's moving up right now. He has recon, special operations in effect, though they're really close to the mines. We don't have Stern Pioneer squads revealing them. They're actually just slightly out of range. So it's anyone's game right now. Combat tank going 1 on the right, 1 up the gut for a flanking opportunity. Verkennwerfer on standby, opening fire as well. Getting a nice shot on that thing. Oh, damn! Command tank barely alive. Might be able to get the kill. Gets the kill! And right now the command tank's down. Without their leader, Panzer IVs no longer get the bonuses. Combat tanks, seeing this, goes in for the kill. We have smoke coming down the AT gun that prevents sight. British infantry trying to hold back any additional squads. Combat tank saying, oh, I'm sorry, Panzer IV, you want to penetrate me? Good luck. Unfortunately, as I stated, he had enough resources to get another one. So the combat tank is back up. So... yeah, just when he thought you were fine, you're like, oh, snap, need to get out of there. Now, they did kill the AT gun. Stuka, though, comes in, does a little bit of damage overall, not too much. MG is hurting that Verkennwerfer way more than it should. And by should, I mean, like, hey, if you move it over slightly more, you'll be fine. Although I think he's worried about trying to keep his Comet tank still alive. That was a good attempt. They killed the Panther. They knocked out the veterancy, so right now, the other vehicles are no longer getting the bonuses they did. So even though I would say that it wasn't a great engagement for the British, they did knock down the Germans a little bit. They don't have enough right now to get for a full engagement. They don't. This Panzer IV is healing. He needs to get this stuff back up. We have a Firefly currently being made. The Germans have no AT. The British have no AT. It is do or die right now for both squads, for both factions. Will the Germans prevail? But right now the time is ticking for the British. They need to heal their men as quickly as possible, get them to the front, and hold the territory. Right now we have MGs in multiple areas, making sure that that does not happen. However, even though that is the case, we have flares going out across the front line, so he's able to anticipate where the MGs are and hopefully counter them. Now, the Firefly has been deployed. We have armor that's currently being healed. One is done, but it took 25 points. He may have to engage without the Comet if he wants to advance. Right now, all 3 victory points are not under his control. And right now, again, we look at population, and Loveness has more. So again, we'll see what happens. MG-34 kind of guarding this area. Low Comet tank engaging up to Vet 3. Firefly, though, they sending in 1 Panzer IV, hits by the mine, and might be able to go in and decap that area. Comet tank going in for the kill. Misses the shot because he's moving. Command tank seeing this decides, I'm going to take this thing out. Command Panther trying to fight it. Firefly going to go get the kill on this, almost guaranteed. Stuka being chased. Gets KO'd. Yes, it does. Panzer IV dead. Alright. But it does not matter. It does not matter. Even though that was a great counteroffensive, victory point-wise, he lost. So, yeah. Volk squads, he probably would have lost that one there if he could have kept it. But, what do I have to say? Okay, so it was a nail-biting game. Very good across both sides. And I will say that funny enough, Revolution posted this, so good job, Revolution. What do I have to say? Okay, I think overall, I think Revolution was better. Let me explain why. Loveness got extremely lucky. Luck was on Loveness' side, because again, a lot of the bouncing. If he would have lost the Command Panther early from just one of the extra bounces, he would have lost the game. But again, take on that side, RNG-wise, Loveness was better. Unit control-wise, with more units, with less units, map control-wise, Loveness was better. So map control-wise and luck-wise, Loveness was better. However, with that stated, Revolution did a great job with his comets. Because again, I don't think he lost any comets. Hold on, let me double check. I could be dead wrong in that. No, he never lost an armored vehicle. He never lost one of his major tanks. He did lose another armored car, but that being said, he also killed the Puma. So I would say it's kind of again, it was kind of like they both lost in that regard. Meanwhile, Love Nest, he lost a Panther and a Panzer IV and his Stuka at the end, and also the Puma. So, did you eventually pull up a medical base? No, you did not. Okay. I was curious if you ever did that. Alright. I think that if there was, probably a 50 more points, that point and probably the point on the right would have probably still stayed under their control. Because I see this Comet swinging around and knocking out that Panzer IV. And if that's gone, the game could have differed. It's very close to either side. But overall, I think that it was about equal. I don't think Revolution just suddenly gained the upper hand. It was very close, and he did do a nice attack. But remember, Revolution, for having less resources and less available to him, even though he had a few more units, did a better job at keeping himself together and keeping himself from falling apart. Because you figure that with only a third to a quarter of the map under your control, you'd have been like, I give up. I can't fight this. Revolution was able to keep on this fight for way longer than any right to be. And honestly, I thought he was going to turn it. I truly did. Yeah, and also some good mines, knocked out some key units. I do think some mistakes, like blowing the barbed wire in the Stern Pioneer squad, like saying, F it, charge. Like, that stuff didn't help. But if I had to say overall, they're both really, really good players. And this is kind of like the player reaction and ideas that I hope to see in replay submitted by fans. So this is a kind of example of a really, really good replay I do hope that you guys check out. And again, there's tons on ch2.org you can check out from these guys of some higher level players. But that being said, even if you're a low level player or someone that doesn't really care, then as long as you're having fun, that's fine. But overall, I think Revolution did a better job with killing units, and Loveness did a better job with being very lucky and overall map control. Revolution just, even with more units, just didn't fare as well in that regard. Though I will say some shoutouts goes to his Comets that did very well. Some of the Volk squads get a shout out, and of course that sniper that had like 30 some kills before it ended up dying. So, oh well. If that Command Panther would have died, that would have been that would have really turned the game. That probably would have ended the game, because again, Revolution did a great job at like knocking out the Panzer headquarters over here. So again, compliments to both sides. There's stuff that both sides need to work on, but still, overall pretty good. And we also learned some things about the Stuka. So there, a helpful replay as well. But remember, guys, submit your replays to greyshotproductions@gmail.com, and I'll take a look. But in any case, it's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, everyone. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, WhiteHotD, Toussaint, Streakingwookie, sgtMcPain, Sebastian, Rifle, PyroShark, Onlyplayapples, LeShoe, Just Play Thomas, jrchicklis, JP Vaal, Josh, Joey G, Chofo, Chris Bailey, Ace, Tim, Nathan Angus, Leonard Lou, Jordan Savat, and Aaron Yee. Thank you all for your amazing support. You're all incredible. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.